Before the recording starts, I just want to go over the fact that last recording wasn't working because I was messing around with some notes before. I deleted some. Now some of the stuff now works. As you can see, by this character being orange, it recently just interacted with another NPC. These two NPCs, they just interacted with each other. Let's see. Over here you can see what each NPC is interacting with. Sometimes you'll see them interacting with this. Kind of rarely now, because what their object of interest is being shared over the entire majority of all the different classes. So now that the class is filled with all the NPC stand-ins, it means it's like 70% of the class, 70% of the objects that have a chance of being selected are NPCs, and then 20% is just the park area here, or the magician, or the screens. But you do occasionally see them in here. I don't know, it might pop up, but I know the park one works. As you can see, the traffic lights are going round. Yep, okay, I'll scan for a second. Yep, going green, and they cross. If you notice, all the NPCs, none of them go from one side of the street to the other without crossing the road. Just thinking I could probably implement well, I mean, technically there is a chance of NPCs going to the wrong side of the road if they can't find any navigable points, as in the NPC somehow breaks at some point. Okay, why? Oh, okay, the reason why this one's in the road over here is because they went over to the location of another NPC. As you saw, they were orange for just a second there. And now they should be returning to the last point or the nearest point, depending on what their thingy chooses. And they're integrated back into society. Magician Man, kind of lonely. But NPCs, they interact with each other. Haven't got any animations though. It's getting a bit late for that now, and yeah. I still think this is pretty good anyway. Technically, if I did want to set it up, you could create an inverse blueprint with essentially an inverse NPC, just using these NPCs, but connecting it up to a different blueprint, just duplicating it and connecting it to another blueprint, where essentially instead of this if-in crossing point, I think, yes, is it? I guess, have I? I guess it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be hard to set it up where the card just goes on the inverse of the light state, as in when it's red. But I don't know. Having it as just green and red and just these ones here is not amazing, but you could probably adapt it to to work with cars perfectly. I don't know. I'm getting to the end of my tether.